So we'll move into general public comment. During this time, the podium will be open. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes. Please limit your trips to 1 to the podium. And during this period, you can speak on whatever your heart so desires. Podium is now open. Seeing no public comment, we will move into the city managers.
Hi. Greetings, Joseph Kormos. I'm glad I'm able to make it to your meeting. It looks like you had a discussion earlier about a road construction project, West St. Joe Street. Did you end up taking a vote on that as far as the funding on that, or is that, did you? Okay. I did send an email, and I would ask that for some of your future projects that you're going to be working on, I'm a sales representative for Lithified Technologies. They're based out of Santa Fe, New Mexico, and what they specialize in is making lithified road base. What they can do with a road, if you're going to do a reconstruction process, there's a process called full depth reclamation, and that would usually be to pulverize or grind the surface of the asphalt, and that would usually either get hauled away. And with their process, what they're able to do is use a proprietary blend, and depending upon the depth of what you want, 6 inches, 8 inches, you would then pulverize the road, put the Lithified base down, and then run the reclaimer across the second time, adding water into the base, and then you go through a compaction and shaping process. You get 6 to 8 hours for its set time, and in 24 to 48 hours you have a rock solid road base foundation. That is why you usually get potholes and cracking, is because of an unbound subgrade in your road base. If you don't have a bound, and the lithified base can go up to about 1.6 million pounds per square inch. They usually formulate it for about 500,000 psi. That's the strength of asphalt. So if you were to be able to do what Bob Sherwin explains, as far as there's many benefits to the technology, because if you're minimizing the amount of diesel fuel and trucking that would be hauling away material, and then you're either going to haul in new base course material. If the plasticity index of the base is between 0, which is your sand, up to about 50, which would be your clay. If it's between 0 and 50 on a plasticity index, you can make solid road base. And there's a road in Roswell, New Mexico. It's called Omaha Road, and there is a milk company there, and they send out 400 to 500 trucks per day. Each 40-ton truck is equivalent to wear of about 10,000 cars. So if you was to look at 400 to 500 trucks going on this road every day, it's equivalent to, I think, almost 9 million cars traveling on that road every day. They did not put asphalt on the top. They just put a emulsion and a chip seal on the top. They did an 8-inch full depth lithification. That's the term that Lithified uses. It's not reclamation, because you're not hauling it away. It's being lithified. And it's been there for 5 years. And they just, that's on the website. If you the link that I sent to your emails takes you to lithified.us.com. And if you had any questions, that's what I wanted to say. If you got any other future projects, what Bob Sherman is calling this, he started out calling it a 20-year road. And I heard from some others that there was a project that was done on River Street maybe about 10 years ago. And if that was a mill and then recap, it sounds like that road needs to be done again in about 10 years or so. So with this type of process, you only need to maintain the surface. Once you have a lithified road base, it's almost like a perpetual base. You just maintain the surface. If you need to put a new layer of asphalt on the top, then you're just maintaining the surface. But you're not going to have potholes and cracking. So So thank you for your time, and you can get a hold of me through the email that I send each of you, and thank you again.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Any more public comment?
Thanks for your time, everybody, and it would have been nice if we could hear that Lithified products would work in Michigan. And also, there was some concerns about the utilities and how that might work. So if you have any more questions, please contact him. I've sent his name to a few contractors that do pavement, so maybe we can work something out, because in all, if we have to pay for our roads, we would like the best quality. So thank you.
Thank you, Karla. Any more public comment?
Is the county putting any money into this? Because I know there's a lot of county population use that road for access to the lake and park. I'm just wondering how much the county contributes to the, the usage of it. Maybe they should step forward and relieve some of the burden on these owners. And I heard somebody talking about comparing the roads in Texas to here in Michigan. I went to Texas a couple of winters, and I have family down there, and I spent a couple winters down in there. In the summertime, it gets so hot down there, and they have to re-oil the roads because the oil evaporates out, and they'll just turn to ground because all the oil and asphalt just evaporates. Really different than Michigan. In wintertime, when the frost is leaving, the roads go bad down there, and the heat is a lot more stable. But the heat is what makes roads. So if you make sure when you're looking at these other companies, you compare apples to apples to the environment. So other than that, there's nothing else to say.
Thank you, Chris. Any more public comment? Seeing none, we'll close the podium, move into the city manager's report. Dave.